This is not the kind of news anyone expected. In a moment that left many in shock and many more in tears, Cardinal Luis Antonio Tagle stepped forward with a revelation that's sending waves not only through the Catholic Church, but across the entire global faith community. What he shared has sparked emotional reactions, serious reflection, and urgent questions about what comes next. This is more than a statement. It's a moment of truth, faith, and heartbreak. Stay with us, because what you're about to hear is both deeply personal and profoundly important. Imagine being one of the most respected voices in the global church and waking up to devastating news that shakes the very foundation of your mission. That's what happened to Cardinal Tagle. And instead of staying silent or waiting for the Vatican to release a statement, he made a bold, heartfelt announcement of his own life, raw and unfiltered. What did he say? Why now? And what does it mean for millions of Catholics around the world? You won't believe the full story behind this unexpected turn of events. The world knows Cardinal Luis Antonio Tagle as a gentle giant of faith, a theologian, a bridge builder, and one of the most compassionate voices in the modern Catholic Church. He served as the prefect of the Congregation for the Evangelization of Peoples, and many even saw him as a potential future pope. But today, the focus isn't on titles or roles. It's on a message that has left people stunned. It all started with a heartbreaking report that emerged quietly from a remote part of Southeast Asia, an area that Tagle has personally ministered to in the past. A sudden tragic event took place involving a small mission community. Dozens of people, including children, fell victim to a rapidly spreading illness, the result of contaminated water, poor sanitation, and a lack of basic medical care. Photos and first-hand reports made their way to the Vatican, and when Cardinal Tagle saw them, something in him broke. Witnesses say that Cardinal Tagle, known for his emotional transparency, wept openly upon reading the reports. But he didn't stop there. Within 24 hours, he called for a press conference, not from the Vatican, but from a modest chapel in Manila. Cameras rolled as he stepped up to the altar, his face solemn, voice steady but heavy with grief. He began by saying, "This is not just a story of illness. This is a story of abandonment. These are not statistics. These are children of God, and we have failed them." Then came the shocking part. Cardinal Tagle announced he would be stepping back from many of his official Vatican responsibilities for the next several months, not in retirement, but in solidarity. He revealed that he plans to return to the region affected by the crisis, not as a cardinal, but as a servant. "If I am to preach love, I must live it where love is most absent," he said. "If I am to speak of Christ, I must go where Christ is suffering through his people." The reaction was instant. Social media exploded. Devout followers posted messages of admiration and heartbreak. Some critics questioned whether his decision was impulsive. Others praised him for doing what many leaders are too afraid to do, act. But what makes this announcement even more powerful is its timing. The Church is currently under immense pressure, facing internal conflicts, external criticism, and a growing sense of disconnection from ordinary believers. For many, Cardinal Tagle's decision is a wake-up call, a reminder that faith is not about power or politics. It's about presence. In the following days, Cardinal Tagle's team released footage of him arriving in the crisis area, not in clerical robes, but in simple clothes, helping carry boxes of food and medicine. He is seen sitting with grieving families, listening more than speaking. The man once seen as a future pope now walks barefoot through mud-covered streets, his head bowed in quiet prayer with the forgotten and the suffering. And perhaps that's the real message. Sometimes, the most stunning announcements aren't about scandal, politics, or theological debates. Sometimes, they're about choosing compassion over comfort, presence over position, and humility over hierarchy. In a world often numbed by headlines and noise, Cardinal Tagle's heartbreaking discovery and his bold, selfless response reminds us of what true leadership looks like. This isn't just news, it's a call to empathy, to courage, and to action. Whether you're religious or not, it's hard not to be moved by the image of a man who gave up the palace for the people. Let us know your thoughts in the comments. Was this the right move? Do you think more leaders, religious or otherwise, should follow his example? And if you were in his shoes, what would you have done? Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe if you want to see more stories that matter. Until next time, take care of each other and never underestimate the power of one voice willing to act.